And we are live, Cherry. Get a little something on your eye there. Cherry Blossom's here in the live stream today with us. Not sure how long she's going to be here, but I mean, when the cats grace us with their presence, we just accept it. Hi, I'm Michelle from Unicorn Centaur. Welcome to the weekly live stream. If you have clicked on this as a playback, if this is no longer live, sorry, this is not like an edited video with music and graphics and whatever. This is just me and my cat in my studio, and we're making stuff. Normally, this is a creative equestrian time, and today is no different. We're being creative. Zadel's here. Alice, wait, Alice, I'm going to call you Alice because that is an entire mouthful of a name. Alice, I think you were in the chat last week, weren't you? Today, we are making something fun. I know we crocheted last week, and we're crocheting again this week. Calm down. Hang on, let me get into the chat on my phone. So I don't have to like, Tuli, hey, you're here. Oh, I love it when Tuli is in the chat. It's like very early in the morning. I think you could say it's the middle of the night where Tuli is. So I'm always honored. It's the middle of the night where Tuli is. So and Becca's here, our beautiful moderator. Jen is here. Hello, everybody. I did put links in the chat to the patterns that I'm going to be using today because we're going to talk about making a holiday gift for your trainer. We talked about this last week on the live stream, and so I got so excited about it that I just wanted to make it happen. So we're doing this. I think I got a new client with draft horses. How exciting. I know you love the drafts. That is so cool. And Trish is here. Hey. So y'all, first, let me give a huge shout out to my members, some of whom are here. Jungle Zadel. Hello. Becca Boo, our beautiful moderator, is one of our members. And Jen is one of our members. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. The fact that I have members on my channel is just so cool to me. Like, I feel like one of the big fancy YouTubers, you know, join the channel, be a member. I love it. And I want to know, I think of y'all every Monday, like it used to be Tuesday that I edit my videos for Wednesday. I'll spend all day Tuesday and sometimes a little bit on Wednesday morning editing the video for Wednesday. But since adding the memberships and bye Cherry Blossom. Since adding the extra perk on Patreon and adding the perk for the members where you get to see my videos a day early. Now Monday is my editing day. So all day Monday I spend like, I have to get the editing done and I'm thinking about my members. Like I have to get it for the members and the Patreon people so that they have the video on Tuesday. And y'all don't have to watch it on Tuesday, the day early if you don't want to. But I also want to give a big shout out to the other members who may not be in the chat right now, but who are still such a huge support for me. My friends Kimmy and Sheila. I love you both so much for everything that you do. Who else? I don't want to miss anybody. My friend Genevieve, who I have not seen in the chat recently, but I need to touch base with her. And of course, the lovely Nikki is one of our channel members as well, and Blue Raven Farms. I honestly think of all of you guys when I am editing my videos and when I'm getting them out and when I'm doing my live streams. Like, are they going to be in the chat? I don't want to disappoint them because, you know, you guys are paying in a little bit extra, and I want to make sure everybody feels like I'm in there for it. Like, it's not just like, oh, here's an extra thing I threw at you. Like, I'm working. And if you want to be a channel member, if you're not a channel member and you would like to be, you get your name in green and you get a special badge by your name. And I also send you a sticker. I can't find the stickers now. But anyway, you guys, I don't know if you noticed, I painted my studio. It's a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like an almost white lavender. Under these lights right here, it looks really purple. I don't know if you remember, my walls used to be like this almond, ecru, off-white color, but kind of a sallow, nobody cares yellow. They were like, it's the color they paint the walls in the model house in the subdivision, you know? So it was like, and it kind of low key made me in here. And I have been dying. I've had 2 gallons of this color paint since before the pandemic. As a matter of fact, when I opened up one, there was like a layer of dark, almost black purple on the top. And I was like, I I was cussing. I thought I had ruined it because it was one of those, like, you know, they shake up the colors in the thing and it's just sat there. So I spent like 30 minutes shaking this thing up and this giant heavy gallon of paint, and with my little paint stirrer like a witch with a cauldron, stirring it up. Oh, you got a new name for your Instagram? Drop your Instagram handle so folks can follow you. Basically middle of the night. Midnight is 1 hour away. Aw. It's like 4 in your time. Wait, is it 4 in the afternoon? Because it's 4 in the afternoon where I am, if you're in my time zone. But if you're like 4 in the morning. So last week in the chat, y'all, I can't remember if it was Trish or Nikki or somebody or Madeline, somebody in the chat, or Alice mentioned having a trainer gift. We were talking about what live streams we want to do coming up because we only have a few live streams left in 2020. So we kind of decided that we wanted to spend some of them doing soothing activities that relieve our stress. And then some of them, we'll sort of break them up between those. And then some that are us making gifts for our equestrian loved ones. And one was a trainer gift. And we thought about a coffee cozy. Now I've made a couple and I linked those patterns up there if you scroll back up to the top of the chat, there are 2 patterns that I found on Ravelry and they were fairly easy. Now the first one, I have not woven in the ends yet, so they still look a little bit sus. But here's the first one, and it's a very, very simple, it's not fancy at all, obviously, and it's just a single crochet stitch, just pretty much knit all the way around. Now, the thing about this pattern is on the line, it doesn't go like when you crochet to the end, you don't slip stitch in the end and then chain one up and then continue another round. You just sort of continue on through the stitches. So instead of a cylinder, it makes kind of a spiral. Does that make sense? I don't know if you can see here how it does that. So, right. Anyway, so it makes it kind of asymmetrical when it's done, which bothers me a little bit. And it's too big from, this is the, which one is this? Coffee Cup Cozy pattern. This is the WordPress one. This is the WordPress one. And I put it, I make coffee at home. I don't get coffee out. I don't go out. The only place I go is the barn and the grocery store. Thanks, COVID. But I know a lot of people are doing takeout, which is okay. It's better than like being in a, it's better than being in the cafe. But this one went all the way up to the top of my thing. See how it kind of sits funny? And I kind of wanted it to be more down here. So I think if I make this again, I'm going to take in about 1, 2, 3 stitches. So I'll probably do 3 stitches less. But this was a super, super easy one. So, and if I make it again to sort of fix that funny thing, it'll look like it has a seam, but it'll be more symmetrical if you slip stitch the end of the round and then chain up one and then do single chain all around. The other one I made, which I kind of like the aesthetic of this one a little better. Wait, let me do the original. Is this one. And I made these with 2 different yarns. We'll talk about the different kinds of yarn. This one as well, it like goes all the way up to the top and it was a little bit loose and I kind of wanted it to fit down here. I like, this is alternating rows of double crochet and single crochet. Again, just super easy, but look at all the extra you can grab. And the increase, like down here it seems fine, but the increases seemed a little bit too much. This is the second pattern, the One Chaos Place, that one right there. I don't know what order I did them in. So I thought if it was a little bit less. So I made another one. Hang on, where'd it go? I made another one. Again, I have not woven in my ends yet, forgive me. And I subtracted 2 stitches and I didn't do it quite up far enough. But this is like, this is how I wanted it to fit. That's it. So I just sort of, oh, and I changed the way the stitches were done in that one as well. See, this is why I linked 2 patterns, because I didn't want, I like 98% liked each one of them. And there was like, in each one, there was something about the pattern that made me go, I don't like that. I'm going to do it again and fix that. So that's what I did. I can't remember what exactly I fixed. It was something about the seam, or the decrease, because the original pattern has you, or an increase. The original pattern has you increasing 1 stitch on each side of the seam, and instead I did 1 increase per single crochet row, and did that right up the back. So it looks a little bit different. It looks a little more symmetrical, and I am going to make this again and do 1 more row up, so it's a little bit thicker. Like, this is the size of one of the paper ones. So this would be fine. The thing about this is, if you crochet, this crochets up super easy. If you don't crochet, this is easy to learn. This is 1 stitch. This is a single crochet stitch. Happy Berry Crochet. Let me put that in there. That's my favorite crochet channel. When I have a project to do, I'm like, okay, crochet this. And I get to a term I don't know. I go to the Happy Berry crochet channel and I look up a tutorial. I love this lady's channel. It's very simple and clear. Happy Crochet. I can't talk and type at the same time. Happy Berry Crochet. That's not like the link to the YouTube channel or anything, but you can look up that channel and it will give you a tutorial. If you're like, what is a single chain? What does that mean? You know, mark stitch. How do I mark the stitch? You can look that up on, that's pretty much what I do. That's like when somebody told me, it's kind of off topic. I used to call my friend Neil. He's one of my patrons, actually, my Patreon supporters. I used to call my friend Neil all the time when I would have any kind of problem with my computer. Like, anything would blow up and I'd be like, Neil, what do I do? And eventually he told me, do you know, like, he was like, people who do stuff with computers, we pretty much just open another tab and Google your problem and then figure out how to fix it. And I was like, I could do that. And I don't think I've called him since. I think that since then, every time I have a problem with one of my devices, I'm like, I'll look it up. And that's kind of what I do with crochet. I don't know anything about crochet. So I just do crochet. And when I see a video pattern or a pattern online, I make one up. If I don't like it, I change something. And if I need help or have to figure something out, I just look it up. So these are super easy. This one like this knits up in less, or crochets up in less than an hour. And wait, I also have another idea that's not for crochet. If you're not a crochet person and you're like, F this live stream, I'm out of here. Don't leave yet. Hang on. I got something for you too. It's an idea I had like an hour ago. And so I don't have it completely fleshed out yet. So go with me. Wait. Okay. So here is my idea. This is a button. We talked about this last time. So here's your little coffee cozy. It's not sewn on yet, but this is a button. And I just found, there was like a packet of unicorn buttons at Joann Fabric. And you can just stitch that on there. And then you've got a little unicorn coffee cozy for your trainer that took you, it cost you like $2 in supplies pretty much. And I mean, more than just your trainer. If your farrier shows up with a coffee every week or every month, then go for that, do that. So we can crochet one of those. I can sit here and show you guys how to start one and how to crochet it and everything, or we can do something else, which may end up being more interesting, actually. Hang on. For real, my husband's studying IT and his instructor literally told him, support success depends on how quick you can actually accurately Google a resolution. Yeah. Yeah, the round spiral stuff, then the layaway, and have since changed. Yeah, like it's not necessarily bad. Doing it this way is the easiest way. If you are new to crochet and you don't want to learn how to slip stitch and then chain up one and continue, if you just want to keep going in the stitch that's in front of you and continue this on a round spiral, you can do this. And you can, I mean, even just clip your ends. Get a yarn needle and just sew it on in there. And you've got this. You can, and it looks like you know what you're doing. It looks like you're crafty and clever. And everyone's like, oh, you made this for me. So you can find embellishments probably at the dollar store if you don't want to go someplace like a fabric or a craft store. If you have, some people have really big dollar stores in their area. A couple of the Dollar Trees in my immediate, there's like 2 that I can think of that are huge, like with groceries and clothing and everything's $1. And their crafting section is quite large, and you can get things that are a surprising deal. Of course, you have to watch it because sometimes you'll like get this and be like, oh, this is way cheaper than at Walmart. But if you look at quantity in the dollar store, a lot of times the quantity is much less. And sometimes you're not actually getting a deal, but it helps if you can only afford to buy $1 worth of duct tape, for example. So see, I've got this one too. Here's a little pinky one. Here's the little pinky one. Ta-da. Isn't that cute? That's just cute as heck. See, okay. So my other idea, I don't know if this is going to work. I actually y'all, I literally just finished